The US national debt, also known as the singular largest act of theft in history. Here's how it works. The US government wants a loan to finance their operations. They issue bonds, and the public buys these bonds, meaning the public loans the US government the money and expects to be repaid with interest. The Federal Reserve then prints money out of thin air. This results in a larger total money supply, lowering the value of your money. The Federal Reserve then buys these bonds from the public using the printed money. The US government then pays back their loan and the interest to the Federal Reserve by taxing its citizens. The Federal Reserve earns a profit on the loan, but the Federal Reserve, after paying its own expenses, has to pay their profit back to the US government. In essence, the US government prints money, diminishing your share of the total economy, loans itself that money, and taxes you to pay for the money it printed with interest. This is the equivalent of a robber coming into your home, stealing your stuff, then demanding you pay him for the stuff he stole with interest. In fact, it's worse. The US citizens often can't afford to pay back the loans the US government owes to itself, so the US government makes more loans with itself with more printed money to pay back their own loans, resulting in a larger debt that the US citizens are still expected to pay, and resulting in even more money being added to the total money supply, further reducing the public's share of the economy. Financial jargon and artificial complexity is used to trick people. No amount of sophistry can change the logic of what I have said through this video. This scheme benefits the following at the expense of the public: the state and its ever-expanding bureaucracy, the Federal Reserve and its employees that are paid salaries to administrate this theft, and the rich, who can afford to buy and hold assets such as housing that defend against inflation, and then profit against the middle and working classes, as they need to take out even larger debts to afford necessary assets, resulting in more wealth inequality and destabilizing the nation.